What's up, guys? Welcome to Uni Martial Arts. Back at it again with another Technique Tuesday episode. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about some Filipino martial arts footwork, some basics of it, and how I feel about teaching it and different ways you can approach it. So without further ado, let's get training. Alright, so for this episode, we're going to be talking about footwork that is predominantly used in Filipino martial arts. As we all know, footwork is the deal breaker when it comes to combative sports. It can mean the difference between you getting hit and not getting hit, you winning, you losing, you surviving, or you being defeated. Now, before we get into the complexity that footwork is, I'm just going to break it down into two simple things that FMA is most commonly known for, and that is the V pattern or the triangle footwork. So we're going to break it down with three different points. Point number one is where I stand right now, we call this home. Okay, this is going to be our reference point and our restarting position. With the two sticks symbolizing 45 degrees either to the left or to the right, that is my point A and point B. So all I'm going to do is one side per count. As I step to the right, I'm going to use my right leg, keeping my left leg here at home. I'm going to return. Second count, I'm going to step to the left side with my left foot, and home. So as I practice this, I want to make sure that it's progressive and counter-offensive, that I'm moving forward in a position that I won't be hit by the line of force. So the line of force is cutting this V in half, going straight up my body. If I stand here, any linear strike coming straight ahead will hit me. So rather than moving backwards, I'm going to move forward on an off angle so that I can intercept the strike, the person, whatever it might be, in a very efficient and effective position. Alright, so the second most commonly used footwork in Filipino martial arts is the male triangle. So we just take the female triangle and flip it upside down. So with it being reversed in this home position here, when I step to the right, I'm going to use my left leg and keeping my right leg at home. Return, other side, right leg to the left side, left leg in home. And as I practice this, what I want to imagine is that I'm using this to counter on off angles. So opponent comes in, line of force is right here. I step out of the way, let them pass, counter shot here. Okay, practicing it on the other side, and practicing it on the other side. Make sure that we're able to keep a nice and fluid motion and being in control of our body. Number one thing you want to make sure that when you're practicing the triangular footwork in both male and female triangles is that as you step, you want to make sure that it's nice and smooth, that it's nice and controlled. The last thing you want to do is do the step and get a big, nice stomp. Okay? In FMA, we don't have real stances. Okay? If I'm in this position and I stomp, I put all my weight down in this position here, I'm stuck. I can't progress anymore. So if I so happen to give a counter strike from here and I miss, there's nothing I can do from here. Okay, I'm absolutely planted to the ground. So I want to make sure that I can go forward and back, or perhaps even forward and then forward again, depending on the situation. FMA footwork is very fluid, it's very light, and it maintains the concept of putting the weapon first. Alright, so keeping this drill nice and basic, I don't want to go too far into it. And one of my biggest pet peeves is that the more I go into footwork and the more I try to break it down, the more robotic it becomes. You have to remember that you're still in combat, and especially in FMA, you want to be able to flow and be natural. If you start being very, very picky about your footwork, you're going to start thinking, maybe I didn't step too far out, or my 45 degrees is actually 43.25 degrees, and it takes away the fact that you're actually in combat. It takes away the actual art. So yes, it's very good to be precise and it's very good to have accurate footwork, but you have to remember you still got to fight. You still got to be able to apply what you're stepping for, whether it be to defend yourself or whether it be to attack the aggressor or the aggression. So a lot of times when people come to me and they tell me, you should be teaching more footwork this and drills like this, I agree, but my footwork drills are implemented into the actual fighting drills, into the actual disarms, making sure that they understand that that footwork has a purpose. Okay? We're not dancers, okay? We're martial artists. So everything that we do, especially in our Biostress Models philosophy, must have a purpose. If I strike, the strike has to have a purpose, otherwise I'm not going to strike at all. So if I take that concept, if I'm going to step, the step has to have a purpose, otherwise I'm not going to move. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give us a thumbs up. If you have any comments about footwork in the FMA or in any other style, make sure you comment below. Also, make sure you subscribe so you're never late for our Technique Tuesdays and also our Talk Show Thursdays. Thank you guys for watching again. Catch you guys next time.